I gotta wrap this up. I've wanted nothing more than to be completely wrong about 343 and their ability to handle the franchise and Halo Infinite. It looked like in 2018 this was the start of the redemption arc, you know? New slip space engine, brand new console. I had very little complaints from 2018 to 2021 in comparison to the levels of hype of what was being showed off for Infinite. Still, as a Halo fan, I won't ever stop loving the franchise. It's baked into my DNA, but I've certainly stopped enjoying 343's spin on Halo. I'm supremely disappointed and at a loss for words at this point. I'm not going to play this game ever again until split-screen co-op returns. I'll continue to make Halo videos, don't worry about that, but I won't be covering Infinite in the foreseeable future. I'm not going to play this game ever again until split-screen co-op returns. I'm not going to play this game ever again until split-screen co-op returns.
I'm not going to play this game ever again until split-screen co-op returns.
Liar! You're a liar! You're a liar! You know something that you're not telling us, you slimy scumbag liar!
Late night gaming, and in particular the Act-Man, have no integrity when it comes to Halo Infinite. I do not exaggerate when I say that statement. You whine and complain and complain and complain some more about all the stuff that Halo Infinite failed on, that all the other people with two brain cells who rub together would tell you this is some stuff that 343 missed on, things that they failed to capitalize on to try to get the game more popular, and also broken promises, yes, as bad as they are, were something that was probably not even going to be in the game anyway, based on everything we know about Halo Infinite's development. But because of all the shortcomings after Season 2 of Halo Infinite's multiplayer launched, they were like, okay, we are done, we're not playing this anymore, this game sucks, it's a big stinky pile of doo-doo, we're done, bye-bye Halo Infinite, see you wouldn't want to be ya. And here they are, 7 months later, or at least 7 months in Act-Man's case, back to playing the game, and like, oh my god, we're having so much fun now, woo-woo, it's all fixed, even though a bunch of the stuff that we complained about not being in the game, or the split screen not being back in the game, isn't in the game. I'm sorry, what? Act-Man, you clearly stated in a video or two, considering you made a If There Any Hope for Halo video, literally right after this, that you said you were done with Halo Infinite until they added split screen because it was the one promise that you wanted them to come back with. And now that Bonnie Ross isn't here for you to bitch about, you're back to playing the game without the split screen co-op? I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what are you freaking on about here, sir? You're telling me, and you're telling everyone else in the Halo fanbase, we're not going to play Halo Infinite anymore because the campaign has no split screen. The multiplayer has no split screen. There's no split screen at all. And along with the other litany of failures that came with Halo Infinite's development, that was not a direct result of 343 anyway, and more so due to factors out of 343's control, which is something that people do not want to acknowledge when it comes to Halo 4 and Infinite's development in particular. Now, but no, you just want to go ahead and, like, we're just going to, in preparation for Season 5 of Halo Infinite's multiplayer dropping, we're just going to go ahead and go, yeah, we're just going to go right on in and get as many views as we can, saying, oh my god, Halo Infinite's fixed, it's back to being a good game, we're having so much fun now. I'm sorry, I don't take this seriously at all. I do not take this in good faith. This is, quite honestly, pathetic. If you were stuck to your guns about Halo Infinite's multiplayer, or campaign in general, just having split screen, and you came back and said this, I would not be complaining. I would not be making a video right now. But you bitched and whined so hard about the feature being in this game that it's not in it. Still is not in it at the time of me recording this video. And yet here you are, back to playing it like nothing ever happened. And with a new management team at 343 doing all the right things to try to encourage people to come back into the game, but still not have split screen in the game, you're deciding, no, we're just going to play it now. I'm sorry, that shows a lack of not just integrity, but honesty. I mean, come on. If you really hated playing Halo Infinite, even when the content really wasn't coming in, and the unlockables really weren't easy to access like they were since Season 3 onward, like, you would not have said you were going to boycott it. If you were genuinely having fun with Halo Infinite, you would have not have announced a boycott and then come right back. Okay? Something tells me you had fun with Halo Infinite despite its faults. You just didn't find a good reason to really continue playing, but instead of using the legit excuses of there's just not a lot of content coming in, you're just going to go, oh, they broke a couple promises here and there that they probably weren't even going to realistically keep anyway because of the shitty development cycle that they were in because of COVID. You know, the easy excuse for any of 343's failings with Halo Infinite, because, yeah, that game probably would have been delayed in a regular development cycle had COVID not happened. You know, they would have probably been able to iron out a lot of issues with the subspace engine early on had COVID not happened. They would have probably been able to completely integrate split screen had COVID not happened. But no, you just want to go 343 bad, 343 bad. You want to keep pulling these stupid Evolve 117 takes on Twitter, basically just not even trying to pay attention to nuance. You want to bash a developer full of teams that has been severely cut down by Microsoft, by the way. And you're not acknowledging how Microsoft has been the head honcho in the room the entire time and has been super meddly with 343 since its inception. But you just want to keep blaming it on 343. Blame it on the devs. Blame it on... And hey, sometimes it is a dev problem, but it has not been a dev problem. Heck, I'd go so far to say half the time it's not even a freaking head honcho problem. Even then, Bonnie Ross being the easy scapegoat, not all of this was her fault either. It has been an exclusively Microsoft problem. For the entire 11 years that Halo games have been made under 343. And you just don't care. You don't care. You don't care about your freaking integrity. You just want to jump on the bandwagon of Halo Infinite getting more and more players by the day because people are starting to realize, hey, the game's kind of fun now, and the multiplayer has more or less been not just improved, but dare I say fixed. And now that 343 is hiring more people, they're being able to put more resources in, doing other stuff with Halo in the future. But here's the thing, Act-Man. This is the thing, Late Night Gaming. A bunch of the things that you complain about, from gameplay to just regular other stuff that's been going on, including the promises broken and not kept, that has not been restored, that has not been resolved, and yet here you both are, the cowards that you are, playing the game again. Like, honestly, if you're just going to play the game, come back to play the game, and then go, oh man, we're having so much fun now, why bother boycotting? I don't understand it. Why bother boycotting? You could have just said, with all your criticisms, like, look, I'm just not going to play it for a while, I need a break, maybe I'll come back if things improved. Once again, I would not be making a video at all if either of you had said that. But you didn't say that. Specifically, Leon Guy Gaming was like, no, this game's a fucking busted piece of shit, fuck this game, fuck 343, da 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 da. And then Ackman said, well, they broke too many promises for me, I'm just straight up boycotting because they don't have this one particular feature implemented in the game. And you wonder why people don't take you seriously, Ackerman? You wonder why people don't take you seriously? This is a good damn reason why, right there. If you had stuck to your guns and not played Halo Infinite despite all the noise saying that it's good now, then, like I said, I would not be making a video about this. I would not be ranting and raving on this issue. But here we are. Here we are. This was your promise, your decree, if you will, that you would not play this game until split screen co-op came back. Is it back? No. Glitches don't count. Is it back in an official capacity, endorsed and put into the game by 343 or Creative Assembly or whoever's working on the multiplayer? Is it there? No, it's not. It is not there. It didn't take you a full year from when you made those two videos saying Halo is basically dead in the water as a franchise, that Halo Infinite is dead in the water as a game, and you're back to playing it, because not only are people having more fun, 343 has been able to support it amazingly well. And, just to be a little conspiratorial, I'm definitely going to say it's for the clicks. Because guess what? Those types of videos, do get a lot of views. See it happen all the fucking time. But granted, most of the times I do see it happen, it's from an honest standpoint with other franchises, not really in gaming, more so in movies, where you're much more able to really look at things through a different perspective as a film as compared to a game with development cycles and promises from devs and publishers in general for what it's supposed to be in a game. I find those a lot more honest than what you two are doing, Late Night Gaming and Ackman. And for Ackman in particular, this just seems really scummy. I mean, oh yeah, fuck Late Night Gaming too. He's a particularly unhinged individual in the Halo community now. But Ackman, this is the guy who's, preaching about honesty and integrity all the time, and there he goes. Blows his biggest chance of trying to prove that to people. And I know, it's not like he has super insider knowledge about what's going on at 343 and that 343 is actually planning on rolling out the split screen co-op. But you bash the dev team, you bash the company in general that was trying to do its best in a very difficult spot. You knew 343. Everyone should have known from 2020 onwards that 343 was going to be in a tight spot because they had a lot to prove with Halo Infinite. They had a lot to prove with Halo Infinite coming off of what was going on with Halo 5. And then, right when everybody thought they were getting their act together, COVID happened. Shit got wild. Nobody was able to do anything normally. And then, they basically have to rush the game out the door because they can't afford another delay. And what did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? There was going to be a ton of issues. Not just at launch, but further down the road. Hell, I can't even get this game to play campaign regularly without the textures going potato. There was going to be growing pains that probably would have been addressed a lot better if there wasn't a pandemic that completely ruined how not just the game, but the company was structured. You knew all this was going on when you made that video, and yet you're just no. You're not going to take that into account. You're not going to actually look at this situation with any breadth of nuance because they broke your biggest promise when it was something they were most likely going to have to get away from with a split screen because of all that stuff was going on with COVID in an attempt to get the game out the door. And, even with the further issues with updates that forced them to just drop it completely. And now you're playing the game when you said that you wouldn't play the game until they implemented the feature back in. Lack of integrity, lack of honesty. There's no other way to describe it. You blew it. I don't understand how anyone can take you seriously after you bitched so hard about it to so many people on the internet. And that just kind of describes popular Halo content creators in a nutshell. Don't stick to your guns. Whine like a little bitch. And then when you're not even capitulated, when everybody's having fun, you want to jump on the bandwagon because that's not how Halo cycle goes now. That's how it goes. Do the same damn thing every fucking year since Halo 4. Oh, Halo 4 sucked. Wait a minute, Halo 5 sucks. Halo 4 wasn't all that bad. Oh, wait a minute, Halo Infinite sucks. Halo 5 wasn't that bad. And so on and so forth. It is a broken record, and I am fucking tired of it. Can we just come together as a community and just stop encouraging this fucking behavior? Either be honest, actually detail your arguments in a much more cohesive manner. Just be consistent. Be consistent with what you're trying to do. And then maybe you wouldn't get clowned on. Christ.